respect to the legend, to the seniors. Class of 2009. Welcome to break, and let's introduce ourselves. My name is Jerry. I'm your student body president.
And I'm Stone. I'm your vice president. And just thank you everyone for the returning students. It's a really great honor to stand here before you guys, and thank you very much for electing us. And for the new students, welcome, and feel free to come to us and ask us any questions you have.
Yes, and any students with the tag on, feel free to ask them any questions if you have any concerns. And can the Executive Student Council please stand up? Just get recognized. Yeah, so today we will not demonstrate how the break works, so just sit through and just experience the best break ever.
Okay?
Aloha.
Over the years, students have indicated that there are several reasons that they choose to come to York School. In addition to amazing wood chips, students have told us. Consistently, we hear it is the welcoming community and the excellent teaching. The fabulous teachers, the members of the faculty that make the classroom and learning experience at York so special. We would like to invite the newest members of our teaching faculty to come forward and introduce themselves, and if you would try to limit your remarks about yourself to maybe 1 minute each, but feel free to go a little bit over if you need to, because we know how enthusiastic you are.
Everybody, my name is Mr. Reeves, and I'm your band and orchestra teacher this year. I graduated back here at York School back in 2013, and I am so excited to be back and bring the passion I found for music in the past 5 years back to you guys. We've been talking a little bit about the form that's coming out to sign up for your ensembles. That will be coming out in the next day or two, and we'll have the schedule available for you guys to look at. And next week, the ensembles will be starting. So we'll be taking a look at a lot of new music, some classical music, and there's lots of opportunities for both people who have never played instruments before, as well as people who are maybe wanting to get back to an old instrument they played. There's lots of opportunities for that, and small ensemble stuff. Solos, duets, trios, quartets, quintets, everything. So I really hope that anyone who's ever thought about playing an instrument comes and checks us out, even for a day or two, and see how it goes. And there's never a bad time to come pick up an instrument for the first time. So come check us out. It'll be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I'm Eddie Mendenhall, and I'm going to be working with jazz ensembles and jazz improvisation and jazz theory. Anything I could share about my experience with jazz music with you would just thrill me. The jazz ensemble, when it's in a fine state, it has often been analyzed as being similar to many business models, many forms of government. It's because there's teamwork. There are, you must listen and respond. You must tell your story, you know, and be supported by your musicians. There's a lot of, and I believe this is true, and I hope that we can explore this concept together, and I can share with you the jazz language. Any instrument you play, please let me know. I love working with bass players, with drummers, with singers, and of course piano players, because that's my axe. So, thank you. I look forward to meeting you, and I know some of you already. Yay, go Falcons!
California. But I've been around, I've taught in places like Russia and Chicago and Arizona, but I think California is going to be a keeper. I'm the English for American Studies teacher and the art history teacher, and I'm super excited to bring art history back to York, and definitely planning a lot of great field trips to museums and other great cultural outings. I love music too, so I'll try to bring up the music within the English language.
My name is Nick Coburn-Palo. It's a big mouthful, so you can just call me Mr. CP if you prefer that. I'm coming here from Taipei in Taiwan. I'm really excited to be here. As a matter of fact, as I speak, the movers have just arrived at our home, and over 100 boxes are being unloaded into our living room right now. So exciting stuff to come home to later today. I just wanted to say what an incredible place you have. Two things just struck my mind. As I was walking around this morning, I was in front of campus and I saw bunnies playing in the front. Bunnies playing in your front yard. In the face of stress, bunnies are a fantastic thing. So it's a beautiful place, but something else I noticed this morning is at least a dozen people just smiled and said hello as I was walking around campus. And I don't know if you understand how rare that is in other places, but you have a beautiful place with beautiful people. I'm excited to be part of it. Thank you.
Been teaching on and off most of my life. I actually taught here 3 wonderful years, and then I went away and did a lot of learning on my own, learning stuff for me. So I learned how to cast glass and blow glass and cast metals, and just have had a lot of fun on my own making art. But I'm really excited to be back here teaching art again at this fantastic place and in support of your wonderful York Arts program. So talk to me if you have any questions about the arts program, and I'll be happy to answer those questions. I'm just glad to be here. Thank you.
Jick Petty, and I teach 11th graders the history of this wild and crazy country, the US of A, and I teach cinema as well, and there's some spaces in that if you're 11th or 12th grader and you're still fiddling around with your schedule. So we're having a lot of fun talking about movies. And I grew up around here and in Carmel Valley, and my dad went here, class of 68, so 50 years ago, when this was a boys' boarding school, and they lived in Day Hall. So, so my family goes way back, and yeah, always have known about York, anecdotally, and so happy to be here. So, thank you.
Faculty, but I'm going to stand up and make an announcement anyways. Clubs. People who are in charge of clubs or are thinking about starting a club, anything to do with clubs. If you think your club is already an established club, you need to come talk to me. If you're thinking of starting a new club, you need to come talk to me. Anybody involved with the leadership of a club needs to come talk to me. We are going to have a club fair next week where we will set out tables and you will have posters, and your club is going to have a chance to pitch yourself to all the student body. So that's going to happen next week. So, but before you can do that, you have to have your club approved by me, and you have to have a teacher sponsor for your club. So, anybody interested in starting a club, anybody who has a leadership position in a club that ran last year, you need to come and check in with me in the next 2 days. My name is Miss Williston. You find me in the Science Building. If you don't remember my name, just go to the Science Building and say, hey, can you find me that teacher that talks about clubs? And somebody will find it.
already forgotten. Number one is, if you are like me and you have been sleeping in all summer and you are suddenly getting up at the crack of dawn, then you are a little jet lagged, like me. And so what I'm just saying is, do be very careful if you're driving to school. Just recognize you're a little jet lagged and be extra cautious if you're driving yourself to school. Okay. Number two, 9th grade, please mark your calendars for next Friday, the 17th of August, when we're going to be doing your mini retreat. I've got wonderful leaders for you. So it's Friday, we'll start at 5:30 with pizza, and then at 6:30 we'll do some activities and get to know each other a little bit better. Okay. Number 3, this afternoon, you're going to come back here at 2:45 or 2:50, and you're going to learn about work jobs. You'll have a chance to go off to your PATH groups and sign up for a work job and then actually do your work job this afternoon. So if you have not yet looked on the Dean of Students site to confirm, on Haiku, to confirm your PATH group, then make sure that you find a moment to do that between now and 2:50. If not, I'll be here and you can come up to me and say, where am I? And I'll try to help you. And finally, what is, in brief, someone, the most important thing about our dress code? Yes? That you abide by it. So, I guess the obvious is an important thing to say. What else, Francis?
That you dress in such a way that doesn't pull away from the educational environment, so that everybody else can focus and isn't focused on whatever it is you're wearing.
Great. So we want to be sure that we are all able to learn while we're here. Okay? Great. Can somebody, maybe a returning student, maybe a senior, remember what that really kind of key phrase is? Yeah, okay. Business casual. Business casual. Close enough. Close enough. The concept that Maddie is getting at is that this is a workplace for all of us. And so we ask that we all dress with that in mind, that this is a workplace for all of us. And so we don't get into, your ribbons have to be this big and your skirts have to be this long and your pants have to be, down to your, whatever it is. We don't get into that because we want you to think about what it means to dress for a workplace, not just to follow some silly rules. So dressing for a workplace, that's the most important thing to keep in mind, and I think you'll be fine. But of course, part of dressing for a workplace is it goes with our honesty, respect, responsibility, and compassion, and that means that we don't wear slogans or logos of things that are offensive to other people, that can be considered by a sane and rational person to be offensive. We don't advertise, we don't wear things that are advertising substances that are illegal to people of your age. And that's something that teachers try to abide by too. And we don't wear things with that promote violence. Okay, so no weapons, either on your laptops or on your clothing. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. If you want to bring me a picture of something you plan to wear and say, you think this is appropriate, I'm happy to tell. Thanks.
My name's Mr. Brady, and I teach a dead language. I'm one of the dead languages. I've been given good advice in the past, which is make few promises, and the promises that you do make, follow through with them. And in my short time here, year. I made a couple of verbal promises and one contractual promise that I've not fulfilled yet, but I'd like to do that this year, which is, I think that it's time for us to start learning Greek during lunch. This Greek is not useful in the modern world. It's another dead language. I'm one of the 2 dead language teachers here at the school. So I just wanted to get ahead of the club days and just say, let's make it CE and G days. CE and G days. So we'll meet after all the other clubs have started advertising next week. But Ancient Greek, put it on your calendar. Thank you.
So 2 years ago, I remember there was a German exchange student, but most of the students didn't know she was from Germany until the day she left. So I would love everyone to recognize the new international students because we would love to know your culture and it will be interesting to have a talk with you guys. So could you please stand up and get recognized? New international students? Student council meeting today, room 20. And yes, Miss Wilson, tomorrow it's the general student council meeting, room 4, B-Day, and that'll be it for the rest of the semester. And yes, Miss Wilson, there will be a dance on Friday. Next Friday. Next Friday, back to school dance. Theme had not yet to decide, but we will talk about it tomorrow, and we'll let you guys know. Go to class.